Thanks, Vatsal. Thank you, people, for having me here. So this is an influencer marketing program that we did for Cadbury Silk around about last year at the same point in time when the World Cup, FIFA World Cup was on. So pretty interesting. So this was really the opportunity. Cadbury Silk had come out with a promotional offer where for buying the largest bar of silk, you could get 2 free coffees. Yeah, so that was the thing. The intent was to obviously create some buzz in the digital space. The challenge was clearly very simple. Chocolate sales do see a dip during the monsoon season. Hence, driving sales along with creating engagement was the key agenda. So how did we go about it? Yeah, we thought that it would be good to create an association between indulgence and silk, because silk is supposed to be a very indulgent sort of a chocolate, and the natural outcome of catching up over coffee. Yeah, so while everybody likes to be a part of great conversations, we thought we could utilize the equity of silk by engaging with Twitter influencers who make for great conversations. So the intent was to kind of really look at harnessing the equity of silk, harnessing the equity of influencers that we wanted to reach out to, the fact that these influencers had that sort of an authenticity and credibility going with their audiences, and therefore capitalize on that. Yeah. So these were the influencers that we reached out to. A nice mix of somebody who's been stand-up, somebody who's been an ex-VJ, Kaniz, the week that wasn't. Yeah. So Silk Up, as the term suggests, it was born out of Tweet Up, which reinforced the idea of letting people indulge on over silk and 2 cups of coffee. So this is what we did. Instead of it just being, some sort of an outbound marketing program where, influencers were just kind of promoting the product, what we did was a webcast. But the webcast was different in the sense that it was very interactive, yeah? So what really kind of fueled the conversations of these influencers were tweets. So all people had to do on Twitter was to kind of tweet about anything that they wanted these influencers to kind of go ahead and talk about using the hashtag SilkUp. And what happened was that these influencers, they were obviously privy to these tweets. Those tweets were being retweeted from the Cadbury Silk handle, the curated ones, and they used that as a trigger to kind of carry forward some very interesting conversations. So one of the conversations was on, the perennial favorite, Bombay versus Delhi. What is better? There's some others as well. I'll just show you a few clippings.
Ashwin, do people think you're a firang when you walk on the roads?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they try to sell him like weird stuff,
They try to sell
Yeah. Sir, only 800 rupees for you.
Yeah. So,
but it costs 50 bucks, yeah, but for you
yes,
it's
they
800.
do actually. And when I speak Hindi as well, people they're listening for the English, so they don't get that. So if I'm going to buy some, if I'm going to, not buy some, yeah. If I'm going to buy some bhaji or something like that, and this actually happened to me, so I went and I said,
It'll be hilarious to see you go buy bhaji.
Right.
I think
so
next
it's great. Me going.
Wait, can you act this out?
Huh?
I'm the bhaji bhaji.
No, not you. He needs to
go bhaji wala.
No.
that would be a great
I can't do that. I have to actually do what happened.
Okay, so I'm the bhaji wala. Okay, I'm the bhaji wala.
No, so I said, no. First I have to say what happened. I went up and I said, pav kilo methi. No milk! No milk! I'm like, okay. I mean, no milk. I said methi, which has nothing to do with milk. But no milk. You like vegetable. Ashwin, do people think you're a firang when you walk on the road? Ashwin, do people think you're a firang when you walk on the roads?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they try to sell him like weird stuff,
They try to sell
only
weird.
Yeah. So what you saw at a super at the bottom, that was really the tweet that was being kind of put out. Yeah. So the tweet really triggered the conversation. What we did, and this was an activity that we carried out in one day. The next day, we asked users to tweet quirky reasons to take a friend out for coffee, again using the same hashtag. And these guys went ahead and created a personalized video invite, which we kind of shot in near real time. So there were around 30 to 35 video invites that we created. So I'll just play out a clip for that as well.
And this next one is from Swati to Vineet.
I just can't get it out of my mind. The first time I touched her, when I held her with my arms, her body, the way she looked, And I was on top of her, just, when she went fast, and I just didn't want anything else.
Yes, you get it. So this was it. Great results for us because there was only a very, very short burst of television. There was only point of sales. There was no outdoor. There was no print. And in terms of the kind of engagement that we received, 5,800 tweets. Funnily, it did not trend, although the rate was very high because the World Cup was on. And the previous day, the Suarez incident had happened where Suarez had bitten off somebody's ear. And so while it did not trend, I think the response was pretty much phenomenal. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.